To be functional, I have TDA, so I have to
Uh-huh.
do activities, to train, to be functional. It's important because swimming practice the body, the core, the body. Okay,
Mhm.
I lose myself. Now I will put the questions at the Zoom. We are on live now. Hello, my name is Tali. I will talk a little about Talking Talk. Talking Talk is a platform where you can practice idioms, where you can practice your conversation in English, Spanish, French, and the others. I'm not a teacher. I'm a student like yours, like everyone here, and I'm here to talk and practice conversation. That's it. So let's go to the first question. How do you define personal discipline and why it's important for achieving goals? Who wants to respond?
So I think uh, define discipline and try and why it's important for achieving goal. So if you want to achieve a goal, a huge goal, like do you want to pass in a, let's say, Banco do Brasil contest, or you want to pass in a interview interview for the vestibular exam, you need to have discipline. You need to do every day, have a time, and study for this goal every day, uh, as much you can. It's possible to achieve your goal, because if you don't do that, if you only pay the the boleto, the bill to assess the contest, and don't study, don't have discipline in doing your activity, study every day, you will not achieve your goal. The same way, if you want to be advanced in English or in other language, you need to be focused on the language every day, right? Even though we don't live in America or Canada or UK, and you don't have people to talk with us every day, every time, but you need to be at least on ChatGPT 3 or 4 times a week and study by yourself on YouTube. Have a discipline to achieve your goals, that is being an advanced English and talking, right? I think I talk too much. That's it. Juliano. Juliano, your time.
Ju-
Oh,
Juliano,
I was muted, and
please.
let's go. I agree with you. I think it's important to have discipline to achieve our goals. It's important to have a routine to do the things, because it's possible achieve the goals without a routine, without a discipline. I think that yes, it's possible, but it'll take a lot of time, because if we have a routine, we can active it more easy, more fast. It's hard, of course, but it's possible active more faster because we are building uh, a knowledge and the things every day. you know. So I think it's very important to, how Alexandre said before, to pass in a vestibular exam, to get in some place. It's very important have discipline. So I think that's it. What about you, Tali?
I think discipline is life. You need discipline is very important for everyone that wants to manage their life, to manage what goals do you want to achieve, to understand where do you want to go. When we start going to the gym, it's the discipline that will put you to the gym, because if you just go to the gym when you want, you won't go to the gym, for example. You need to persist and create that routine. I'm a suspicious people because I just work with routine. If I don't have a routine for what I have to do, I don't. I have difficulty to concentrate, to do the things I need to do. So I'm a very suspicious because I really need a routine and a very disciplined routine. Uh, I believe I love it. I like it that music from Mulan, the movie that is about discipline and order. I really like that music because it's talk exactly about that. That to have discipline, to persist, to train, to try again. I think it is one of the secrets of water life to achieve the goals. Take
Mhm.
small puts. What you want to say, Alexander?
Let me add something. On YouTube, if you search for morning motivation, right? Morning motivation, there are a lot of videos about morning motivation. You can improve your English, and when you are doing something, when you are driving, or when you are biking, or when you are working out, everything you are doing, you can put the headphone in your ear and listen morning motivation. Morning motivation can build your life for better. You hear a lot of advice, right? What you how can you achieve goals in your life, good goals, right? I recommend everyone watch this video, uh, listen this video, and if you can read the subtitles in English as well to develop your English. But I recommend everyone to access this morning motivation every day, a half an hour or 20 minutes, right? You see how good it is.
Motivation.
Morning
Thank.
motivation.
I wrote it down here. Thanks for your suggestion. I will take a look. And as I said, it's very important to define the foods you need to take to achieve your goals. Because if you try to do big food, nah, that you can't achieve, you can dismotivate. So it's important to create a plan, to create a chronogram, to study, to achieve for everything you want to do, a planning with the exactly foods you need to take to don't see dismotivate, to see a progression, because sometimes people has difficulty to see the progression, né, to see the result of that. People nowadays don't have much patience to start to see their results, but the results sometimes takes a little time to appear. But so it's important to see even the smaller results.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's go to second question. What strategies do you use to stay organized in your life, in your daily life or work?
Can I start? So my strategy is like I am a positive person, right? Even though I am 71 years old, I'm a positive person. I I want to live as much I can, but with a good health and a good friends, doing everything every day. So my strategy is start with early in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is stretch my body, right? I do it at least half an hour every day before go get a coffee. And then after get my coffee, my breakfast, or I go to the gym by bike, or I go to swim, right? When I go by bike, I I need to bike at 5 kilometers go and 5 kilometers come back. Yeah, and on the beach, it's very good, right? When I get to the gym, my body is warm, right? And then I can exercise better. And when I go to swim, I go by car because it's not good to drive inside the neighborhood because you can it's not good to bike inside the neighborhood because you can have an accident and be injured. And what I do every day, I do this. I have my routine. My strategy is routine. As you say, you need routine. I need routine as well. First time, I need to do my exercise. I need to go to supermarket to buy something and do it in the same time. When I got home, I sometimes I get my lunch or I rest a little and then I start to study English. Prepare my study English to fulfill my mind, for fulfill my time as well, because a retired man is nothing to do at house, right? And he is hard to go out and being out of house a lot of time because what are we in my case, if I go out now, I can have a lunch in the restaurant, and then what can I do more? It's difficult. So I need to do it at house, fulfill my time. My strategy is a be positive and want to know more than I know, right? Every day. Study English, now study French, study Spanish, but I'm very beginning Spanish and French, and help my kids because they want to help sometimes, even though they are young adults. Yeah, I will finish my my talk and ask Juliana to continue.
About me, I was thinking here, and I think I don't have like something like a routine that I can follow, you know. I know every day I need to study English, and every day I study English, but I don't have a plan, you know, to follow. And then thinking here, I think it can be more cool for me if I have something like a plan to follow in Notion, things like that. And every day I can do this things, you know, because nowadays I am just studying English and development, and I know I need to study every day, but I don't have a time to study, you know, every day. I think I can become it more better if I have some kind of plan. For example, 8 a.m. I can study English until 10 a.m. After I go study development, things like that. I don't have this plan, you know. I just study because I know I need to study, but I don't have time to study. I think it can be more better for me. That's all.
Yeah, we are in different place. I have a lot of time to spend study, and you don't have time to study, right? But you need to I would say to do everything when you have time to it for you develop everything you are doing, right?
Yes.
Tali.
Juliana has your pen inside your mind. I I think
Yeah.
you have your plan inside your mind.
Yes, yes, can be.
Like that. Um, for my strategies to stay organized in my daily life, I wake up more or less 6 a.m. to go to swim, né? Monday to Friday, as I said, because swim, I need to swim to work at that day. Because I'm TDA, I have difficulty to focus, and swimming is like a something it's like a medicine for me. After
Mhm.
swimming, Tuesday to Friday, I go to a park at the neighborhood that is like a reforestation park. You know, it's like a special area with a forest of Mata Atlântica uh, that that has a place of the place of the government prefeitura that creates some educational projects about education ambiental, but during the week the park is empty because people are working, and I go to that park to meditate. I start to meditate, and I close my eyes and focus my concentration in all the sounds I'm hearing at the park, all the birds, all the things I'm hearing, and more or less 40 minutes, not direct, I have intervals, but I do that after swimming. And then after that, I go to home and I start doing the things I need to do. Now I'm doing a career transition. Né? I got a trainee, né, recently to be a front ender. That is what I am studying. And I go to arrive home to study and then start doing the projects. Another strategy I started to do is take off the social media because the social media has so many, as like Alexandre, I try to be optimistic because if you go to social media, you just see bad things. People like to, how can I explain? The algorithm most of the time just to disgraces because this is what people like to talk about. So I decided to take off the social media. And for example, I'm trying to start to read every day. I started yesterday. Every day, I decided I will read a number of pages of a book, and I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to change the entertainment from social media to entertainment that you need to focus more, like you're reading.
Yeah,
So
I hear an advice from a person on YouTube, English teacher. She says, if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to have a good job, you need to stay away from social media
yeah.
because social media gets your time. You see, it's like when you start to drink alcohol, you can get addicted to alcohol. The same time you get addicted to social media. Então, se social media is good for everyone who have not to do, right?
Mhm.
Let, let, let
Yeah.
me let me take
Alexander? And also, Juliana, have a planner. Oh no, my agenda. Because I tried Trello, I tried Notion, I tried everything digital, but my organization just to work with physical. I needed to have a agenda that has paper to write down outside our interface.
But that's good. You have a planner to follow. I think it can be very, very good for us when you have something to follow, because and in my case, how you said before, I have my plan in my mind, but it's a problem, I think, sometimes because I think, oh, how I don't have a specific time to study English or to study other thing because I don't have a plan to follow. I think I can study whenever I went, I can. But it's a problem because I think the next question is about distraction, and I think I have a lot of distraction to in my daily life, and it can impact my routine, my things that I need to do, you know.
Yeah, the next question is it's about distraction. How do you manage distractions and when trying to maintain discipline and to focus on tasks?
Uh, in my case, not so well, because I think now I have time. So if I have some kind of distraction, it will not be so, I don't know, oh, bad to me, you know, because I have time. So
Mhm.
this is the problem. I was thinking, I think I'm gonna uninstall TikTok, some kind of social medias that impact me a lot, you know,
Yeah.
because sometimes I notice I am studying or doing other thing, and I get my phone and begin see a TikTok, see a video, and it impacts me a lot because I lost my total concentration in what I was doing, you know, and begin see videos in social medias. So I think it's a problem, and I need have a way to face to deal with this kind of distraction.
Yeah.
The-
I guess you need to be away from social media if you
Yeah,
have distraction on social media. Social media is a bad place for people who want to achieve some goals, but is uh, arrested by social media, right? And to manage it, I think we should be away from social media and be away from TV, right? Because TV can distract us as well. But the best you can manage your distraction, your life for not being distracted is to focus on your goals. Do
Mhm.
everything you want to do first. You do what you are supposed to do during the day, and then you can have a little distraction after that. But I recommend you every time you focus on your goals every day, right?
you're right.
Let's finish.
I agree with you. Thank you for the advice.
The- At my point of view, the problem of social media is that it is a poor entertainment for your brain that you have easy access. You can take your cell phone, for example. Oh, I'm working all day, for example, and I wanted to have entertainment, a fast entertainment. I can take my phone, open, for example, TikTok, and have a poor entertainment. I'm telling that's a poor entertainment because it's an entertainment that you don't need to exercise your cognitive skills to have entertainment. You have small videos that you don't need to focus more much to pay attention. You have small tests. So the social media are created for you to pay attention and to be distracted there, to make the brain create dopamine with new things. But you see something new, the brain takes dopamine, but you don't go deeper of that entertainment. For me, TV is not toxic like social media because, for example, TV you can assist animation, a movie that has 30 minutes of duration, so your brain will focus in some audiovisual entertainment that has 30 minutes to focus, né? I think in my opinion, this is better than the way the social media works. Because both are entertainment, but the social media is an entertainment, is a poor entertainment that you don't need to exercise your cognitive actions of your brain, you know. So that's the reason I decided to focus on create the habit to read, because you read, you need to practice your memorize, you practice your imagination when you see when you read the story and you create inside your mind, you practice more cognitive skills for your, so it's also good for my TDF, for example, because my memory is I have a problem with my memory. I have difficulty to remember some things. So it's better. It's a entertainment with a better quality for my brain and to help to exercise my cognitive skills. For my opinion, this is this is the problem of social media, in my opinion. And yeah, I forgot to manage distractions. I have my planner. I have a software here that blocks websites that, for example, I want to go to Instagram to see something. I put to block and I can't access the website. So I use the software to block the access of some websites. I uninstall the applications. I force myself to don't enter. And for example, working at home, sometimes you become distracted for other things. And I decided, for example, to go co-working here at my house. There is a co-work inside a shopping that I will start going today to help to focus me, because I saw working at home, studying at home, sometimes distract me. So you need to maintain, to create strategies to cut the distractions. Very good. Let's go to question 4. Do you prefer using digital tools like apps or traditional methods like planners for organizing your tasks? Why?
As a older person, I don't like technology, right? I'm very, how do I say that? Uh, I'm a very untechnological person, right?
Mhm,
So to plan my day, my life, I do everything by I say manual, right?
mhm,
Uh, I take notes about something and have to do because sometimes I forget some tasks I need to do during the day,
mhm,
like get some medicine or or do something important. I can take notes in a paper, right? But I hate apps, computer, AI, because I don't like that. When I was born, there was no internet, right? No cell phone, no computer. And then, uh, as you are 22, you say 22 or 32. You are younger. Your mind is able to learn everything, uh, but my mind is not able to learn and keep it, right? Store everything. I forget. That's why I need every day. I need to repeat, study English. Some words is difficult to keep in my mind, right? Some uh, some situations is difficult to keep in my mind. I need to be aware that I need to repeat and repeat. And doing repetitions, I improve my life, my English every day. And you, Julian?
About this question, I think I prefer use digital tools to have organization. Like I said, uh, Notion, but the problem is open the digital the site every day, because I used to use Notion but I need open the site every day, website to follow my routine. So I think maybe with the planner can be more easy because I can um, let the planner in my table here, and every day when I use my computer, I can see the planner and follow the instruction, But I need open the website, and I think I can open after, and this after never come, because distractions. So I think maybe can be more important to me if I have some kind of planner close to me in my view here, close to my computer. I think can be more simple to follow, and I'm gonna have less distraction. That's it.
Juliana had the same problem you has. I tried Trello, I tried Notion, but the idea to open a computer, to open something digital, to take access of my planner, it's not good for me. I like to have the paper here, okay? I like to have it to can write to, okay, I did that today, that. I like to draw some things. I want to draw something near the things I wrote, like, yes, you got it with a smile. It's my personal, it's my way to organize myself. The only digital app that works for me are Google Agenda. But Google Agenda, I use it for specific, I mean, Google Calendar, I use it, for example, for specific things, like the immersions, to remember me the immersions. I use it to remember me when I have a Pilates class, when I have Chinese classes, uh, more specific things that more specific things, for example, specific dates. For example, I have to go to a place at that day. I put Google down to remember me. But my daily, né? Or for example, if I need to go to dentist, I write in my Google Agenda because it has dates. It's why it has. Okay, but see, for example, to organize my daily, what I did today, what tasks I did today, what exercises I did today, just my printed agenda work. I tried Notion, I tried a lot of apps, but I needed to have the paper.
Yeah, that's why what I do because I think it's work better.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you go to the supermarket, you need to buy six or seven items, and then when you get there, you forgot 3 or 4 items. You can't remember. Oh my gosh, my wife asked me to buy something, but I don't remember. So it's good when you go to supermarket, you write down the paper what you are buying, right? And your schedules for meetings for your HONT, what write it down on the paper because you are all the time focused on your activities and your schedules because your schedule is important, right? Imagine you are working in a company and you need to be there every day at 8 a.m. And then you can schedule this in your mind. Oh, so every day I need to be in my company at 8 a.m. But sometimes you forget the time, and then you get there, it's past 8, half past 8. It's not so good, right? So we need to be uh, aware that we need responsibility every day with us and with people we are working with or our family, right? For not leave them alone or they are waiting for us and where we are. we forgot the meeting, we forgot our responsibility, right? Something like that.
Good. Julian, want to say something else?
No, no, that's good.
Okay. Let's go to question 5. What role does self-discipline play in maintaining a work-life balance?
Those self.
Who wants
I, I
response?
I think it's more when we have discipline or routine to follow. I think maybe we can have more time to do the things because we are controlling the our goals, and the time. Because if we don't have a routine, we just are gonna do the things when we want to do. But when you have a plan, a routine, tasks to do in each time, we can have more control. And if you have more control, we have more control to have time to leisure, to entertainment. So I think it's very good because we can have a balance because we are controlling the task. Because how I said before, I have my plan, what I need to do in my daily life, but I don't have a specific time to do because I don't follow a planner. Of course I book my conversation every day, but I don't have a planner to follow. And this is the problem because I think, oh, maybe I have time to do all the things, but when I don't have a planner, I can have a lot of time. But in the practice, I don't have time because I am not following something. So I think this is the problem here. And when you have something to follow, you can have more balance of our lives, you know, more control too.
And about you, Alexander?
So I think Juliano said everything. When we have a life balance, we can maintain our discipline, our self-discipline every day, right? Because when you have a life balance, you are aware about everything you need to do. So you don't get nervous or lost because you have a life plan. You have a self-discipline to do everything you need to do on time. I'm very on time person. If you ask me what time can you get here, and I say midday, each day, I'm there, and because I have self-discipline. Uh, something in my mind is good to balance my life, right? Since I was a kid, I was have this life balance to keep my thing done, right? For not forget responsibilities, forget meeting, forgetting schedules that I made for my kids, for me, for my wife, because it's very important to have self-discipline. Vitaly.
I agree with both of yours because to have a work-life balance, you need to be a self-disciplined person.
Mhm,
You need to have self-discipline to create a work-life balance. Because when you
mhm,
are self-disciplined, you have self-discipline, you can see, okay, it is not working. This is not for my life. What I can do at my limits to change the situation to to make my life more work life balance, né? to make my life more healthy. When you are self-disciplined, you have the initiative to take the changes, to define the changes you need to define in your routine, to change the habits you need to change. You know how many foods you need to take to change like that. And you try. And yes, after some time of our life, routine and self-discipline, it's what maintains us working. Uh, the days that they don't feel like, I don't want to feel the days that, for example, you are so, how can I explain? You are so not feeling well, you are not feeling well to go to work, for example, or to do have to do, it is the discipline, the self-discipline that you make you go to do what you need to do, whatever you
Mhm.
are feeling. No. I think we have 6 minutes. I think we have time for the last question. Let me see. Let's go to the last one. How do you adjust your organizational strategies when things aren't going as planned? Let's see, last question. Let's try to respond quick and resume it.
In my view, when I am doing something and are going mm, aren't going was planned, I try change a little bit my plans, you know, um, because it's normal. It's impossible to have a totally control about everything, but it's possible have adaptation, you know. So are not going the way that I wanted, but I can change a little bit to enjoy the time and do the things, you know. So I think it's important to have an adaptation. So that's that's all that I believe.
And about you,
The
Alexander.
question 10.
Question 10, yes. How do you adjust your organization strategies when things aren't going as a planned?
Yeah, I think when things aren't going as you planned, as Julian said, you need to change your plan a little to adjust the situation, right? Like, I will give an example. You need to get a flight to Guarulhos because in Guarulhos you will get a flight to Vancouver,
Mhm.
right? But something something bad work in the middle of the time, and you get the airport late. So you lose if you lose your flight from Vitória to Guarulhos, probably you will lose the flight from Guarulhos to Vancouver. I did it twice going abroad, and you need to like hurry your time, apressar-se. Maybe you are supposed to go to the airport by bus because you don't have much money to pay for the tax. But in this case, you are late for get the airport, and then you need to pay for Uber, right? Or taxi to get there. And there in the Guarulhos airport, when you get there, sometimes you have only 1 hour, 1 hour and a half to get the gate. You need to like run another time to get there. Ask if someone to get you directions, what you need to do. Go ahead in the line and say, sorry, I need to book my trip because my flight is going to leave now for here. It's something that you need to changing your planet when time is running out, right? Uh, adjust what you was supposed to do. You need to adjust it and do a little different to achieve your goal in the end of the day. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. And yes, I agree that you don't have to be very rigid with your plans. You can adjust your organizational strategies. If you see it's not working, if you see something happens, because as Juliano said, we haven't anything, we haven't everything in our control. We have things that are in our control, but we also have things that aren't in our control, you know.
Yeah.
So we need to find the balance and adjust the organization, adjust the planner for what happened, but try to maintain the strategies, try to maintain the goals that you have to. You adjust your organizational strategy to try to maintain the goal you need to achieve. For example, something happening for me today, and I couldn't do that. Okay, I will try, I don't know. For example, today I put my agenda to study Chinese, because I have to do some exercise in Chinese at my course. If I don't have time, for example, to study, to do, I can, for example, take the flashcards and do some fast exercises or to memorization the vocabulary, for example, that I can do in a small time because I didn't have the time. The time I prepared to do the exercise of my course, I didn't have it. But I can, for example, train my brain with some vocabulary that I have in my cell
Mhm.
phone. This is, for example, a way to maintain my task. I needed to study Chinese today. I couldn't do the exercises of my Pochila book, but I couldn't do the training of my memorize my flashcards. So you have ways to adjust your strategy to achieve your
Mhm.
goals.
All right.
Guys, it's time for lunch. Let me finish the first. How was the immersion? How was the subject? Fast.
For
Uh,
me, it was very good. I enjoy talking about the life, about the strategies, about the organization, about this discipline. It's everything I do uh, every day. Uh, and only ask you guys for not procrastinate your time for doing your activity, right? Do it as soon as it's possible because maybe you can. I need to adjust your time.
You, Juliano?
I really like this conversation. Talk about discipline was a good subject to talk, and I could learn about new strategies to do, new plans. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. I will now finish the transmission at YouTube. Thank you for us to watching, or if you will watch later,